skating the big black balls, landing a perfect... G'day, mate. Welcome to another episode of Ninja Review. Today, we are reviewing down here, Indy in Australia on the Independent Trucks YouTube channel. A link to this video will be in the description below. Should I do the whole review like that? Yeah, right, you guys wish. Rewind and play. I don't know what to expect. I don't know if our last independent video was good or not. That looked like a heel on the ledge. Ollie over the rail, mate. He's gonna biff it right there. Does a front shove into a front crook, mate. Now they're just hugging and standing around and falling and B-roll. The one thing I don't like about skate videos is there's way too much B-roll and falling and hugging down here, mate. Straight January 26th. You guys might not know I celebrate Australia Day every year. One year we ate a kangaroo. Nollie flip starting off the video. Decent catch. We get, I don't know what that was, front feeble, maybe front board. Backside flip across the same gap. Perfectly done. No hands on the ground. This looks like it's going to be a tour video. And for some reason, every tour video is also a documentary about wherever they're skating and also a hug compilation. A really good front nose, if that's what that was. Maybe switch front nose. Now we get the black and white B-roll. Have you noticed we've made a change in skating lately? No more black bar, no more black box in every single video. It seems like what I'm doing is changing the world. Switch right onto those big brown balls. Now he's wiggling around for a switch blunt. Pops all the way back in, no tic-tacs. Varial heel into the street. Kickflip into maybe the front board, breaking the cameraman's face. Little kid barely holds on to the 50-50. Tiny heel flip, tiny tail slide, tiny crooked grind from someone else. This is a chick? Maybe they got chicks on the team now. Bottle flip. It's got to be a chick. Decent backsmith. Is the little kid chick going to be the best skater on the team? That's going to be something I didn't have on my bingo card. Are you guys getting tired of that metaphor? All right, backsmith holds on. Decent style right there, looking like the old P-Rod style where you drop your arms and shoulders at the end of every trick. I personally love that. It's funny to call P-Rod old school now. I think a lot of people would disagree. Kick flip over the lobster's claw. Oh, it's a big flower. Okay, we got an old school car, flat ground, ollie across a flat gap. I appreciate them not turning this into a video where all you do is film the buildings in Australia. Switch crook right there. Might have done a bit of a wally. Dropping in on the rail, roll on grind. That was an ollie into a kink, then into a rolling down a hill. Is that a football in Australia or is that other like rugby ball? Back nose grind, holds on to that really well. Backside flip. I have a problem. Did I just see the board hit the rail or am I going crazy? It looks like something hits it. Maybe the nose barely taps it. It just seems like the board changes direction. You guys let me know in a comment, why does that look so weird? We'll watch it one more time. Maybe the board just gets caught primo. Maybe it's just in my head. I'm going crazy. You know what? I don't always get these right. Ollie over into the grind. I love a unique way to skate a double rail. Ollies over the handicap rail into the sunshine. Do we get a 180? No, different spot. Ollies over, big spins down, doesn't jump off the board, continues riding. I am a fan of if there's a way to get out of that situation where you're still on your skateboard, rather than jumping off the board and walking through the grass. I kind of like the idea of making a U-turn or riding through the grass or whatever you have an option to do, rather than stepping off and walking. We got some push-ups right here. Anything to avoid more skateboarding, and here's where I was thinking about fast forwarding. I thought about it. Backsmith in the bowl certainly has a tour vibe because a lot of people skating the same spots, and not every spot looks like it was planned, right? You get a lot of California skaters, they say, I want to skate this spot on Tuesday, skate this spot on Wednesday. In a tour video, you don't always have that option because you don't know exactly where you're gonna be or what you're doing. Really nice kickflip, no grab necessary. Great catch on that, and he covered a ton of distance. So far, regarding excitement, I would say this video is far more exciting than I thought it would be when we decided it was a tour video. We're skating a full pipe, doing a grab, runs into the wall. No big deal there. That would be a nitpick if we complained that he didn't roll all the way away. Spot was pretty thick anyways. Fakie 360 on the beat up mini ramp, carve grind, alling all the way across like a old Tony Hawk demo. Hand on the ground. Accidental roll-away fakie. Am I supposed to call that a blunt 180, or should I call it a blunt to fakie, and then after a minute or two you changed your mind and decided you were able to turn? We get hand on the board. Hand on the board, because a real blunt stall, remember folks, that would take skill. We grab the board, foot kicking off like it's some type of those old school dancing where, remember the old frog that would dance? Hello, my honey, hello. Okay, we're having too much fun here. Let's go back to the Australian accent. Fakie, backside flip, pushing once, coming up to the ledge, backside flip, over the ledge, little bit of a turnaround at the edge there, fakie, backside flip. Some of you would call it a fakie half cab flip. Now we get half cab crooks bending his whole back out downwards because he's not flexible enough. It's just not working today. It's not working today. You know what? I do these reviews. I do 5 of them every single week. They're not all going to be comedic bangers, all right? But we're trying. Ollie over the yellow rail. Crooked grind, jumps out to fakie, doesn't ride the actual roll right down. No need to do that. Back 50-50, Ollie's over the walkway. Now we got a 360 grab that I definitely did not expect to happen in that clam-shaped obstacle. Nose blunt pops out. Wait a minute. You never want your feet to look like you're riding a horse, and you never want your toe to be dragging on the ground. Mate, that's gonna be a violation. Whatever. We'll get it. That was worthy of redoing the nose blunt. I mean, I would say that guy has the skill to do it. I use that argument all the time. I repeat myself all the time. If I say, hey bro, I think you could do that trick cleaner, you guys call me a hater. But you guys will go, oh, I saw how sloppy that trick was, but I want to be toxically positive and not let you know that you can do better. You guys don't even push your friends anymore because you're afraid of being a hater. I'll be the first one saying, hey, you got a better one in you. I believe in you. I'm the only one that believes in you. Oh, I love the uniqueness of that spot. Tail slide pops into the rail. You could call that a drop-in grind, but the slide changed everything. He's deep in focus, or maybe he's afraid of what's gonna happen next. Go for it. Roll on 4, roll on 5. Can we maybe get a skateboarding trick any day now? What are you thinking about this hard? If this is a roll-on grind, I'm turning the video off for a board slide. I get it now. He was watching for traffic. It all makes sense now. Boy, do I feel dumb. Now we get the black and white bullshit frontside flip down the big, 3 block? Gaps over. They took that wall apart just so he could frontside flip that. Flat ground kick flip coming up on a back tail, pops out. Decent steez right there. The steez matches the jacket. The carpet matches the drapes. Now he's rolling up onto a ledge. Gaps over to crooked grind. Lands in the slanted part. Back 3 on the second set. Little bit of B-roll. The action here was unexpected. I totally thought that I was going to psychically predict that most of this video would be B-roll, but I'm pleasantly surprised at what we're getting now. Decent backside flip over the planter, stops traffic because skating matters more. Really horrible style on the nose grind 180, as well as a hand on the ground violation. We get the cab, another 2 tricks and 2 violations, another hand on the ground. Where are his friends? friends. Don't let friends skate this shittily. All you're doing is holding your friends back. And now we got B-roll. Hand on the ground? I sure hope not. Not for an ollie. Kick a ramp, another backside flip. And yet again, in 4 tricks, 3 of them were hands on the ground. Do your friends just think you suck? Is no one motivating you to do better? Because I can't figure out what the problem is here. Now we get big flip, no hands on the ground. I think the issue is that some people are either too lazy to clean up their tricks, or maybe no one told these professional skaters that it makes them look unskilled to skate like that. Maybe they don't care how they look. That's, you know what, that's a valid argument. But you never want to watch a skate video. I mean, you can, but you never want to watch a skate video and say, oh, I have a 4-year-old friend that can do that trick cleaner. Although these days, with all the Asians getting into skating, that might actually be the future that we're that we're approaching. Kickflip, crooked grind on the refrigerator, roll on grind. We got a roll on grind. Pops out 180, tic tacs, wacky inflatable arms. This video got bad out of nowhere. I was on track to giving this video a 10 out of 10, but we're gonna have to dock some points now just based off cleanliness and sloppiness. All right, decent back nose blunt, I guess. 180 nose grind, possibly switch, probably not, since he came out regular. Switch shove to tic tac to inflatable gorilla arms. Now we get tail slide, pops out before we got to the natural skate stopper. Probably the best you could have possibly done that trick. Holds onto the back tail all the way around the circle, landing clean. Kickflip 5-0, doesn't let the tail touch the rail. Pretty unique, decent switch flip here. A little bit of a rocket, no big deal. Now we're running around. The video has to be getting close to being over. Really good tray flip, front heel. A lot of people drag their toes on the regular stance front heel. Kickflip over the handicap. Ramp, rolls into the grass, no hands on the ground, although he was prepared. Now we got the gay roll-on grind for Palestine coming in, switch, no reason to ollie into that. What a cool spot. Yeah, it sounds like I'm hating, but that actually looks like a really fun spot to skate, despite its politicalness. Oh, I'm blowing at this review. Oh, they're gonna cancel me. Front feeble pops back in. Never been able to do a trick like that. Skating the big black balls, landing a perfect kickflip, catches it decently, doesn't tic-tac, and I believe that's got to be the final trick of the video. We have to take some points away for the sloppiness, or as I would call it, the laziness, or as I could also call it, the unwillingness to help your friends do better. Yeah, I think that's the term I'm gonna go with. For me, this video is an 8.8 out of 10. And in their defense, I thought this video would be worse. I don't think that's actually worth anything, but an 8.8 is still a good video. Definitely watchable. And if you live in this part of Australia, it's probably very exciting to see the skate spots that you've skated over the years, skated by pros in a different way. Feel free to let me know your thoughts in a comment below. Is 8.8 fair? What would you have rated this video out of 10? And what do you think they could have done better to give this video a better score? For me, it's only the amount of violations. If there were 1 or 2, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. There wasn't so much B-roll to complain about. The variety was great. The action was great. It just seemed like at the end there, they just really fell in love with the ground. And we can't let that slide. Anyways, a link to this video will be in the description below if you guys would like to watch it without my commentary. Also, I upload a video on this channel every single day. So subscribe if you want to, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Kuna Matata.